Oh, come on, I have it. Oh, of course, there's this crap. There's this guy. Look at this guy. This is just horrible. My God. Why? What? Why? 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 Why do you do this? I mean, at this point, this is considered tame. But, like, why? Where is it? I have it somewhere. Yeah, it's this one. It's this moment. This is basically me. Like, when you find out Satella's not actually bad. This is an accurate representation of my reaction to that moment. You see, the reason why I don't want to go into the ReZero thread is because people were posting spoilers in the ReZero thread. People were posting screenshots of characters that haven't been introduced yet. So that's why I stopped going to the ReZero thread. Even though it's not a spoiler thread and they don't use spoiler tags. That's a great way to spoil it, you know? Like, guys, spoiler tags. Yeah, it was like this. Hey, we have Thingo's dad. Oh, I didn't realize he had a dad. I didn't realize he had a name. Why not? Sure. Just share shit with me. Alright, let's check out the ReZero thing really quickly. But, guys, Ram is awesome. Roswell has issues. Echidna needs to be in prison. The magical girl that keeps getting cloned. I feel bad for her. But then again, she's kind of the clone of the girl that originally went through everything. But I guess she's kind of free. Garfield is, I think he's a bro. I think he's a bro. He's kind of the bro that comes with you and gets shit done. The other short, white-haired guy that wears the hat, who I originally wrote off during the whale thing because he ran away. He ended up being a bro in the end, which is cool. So I like that. Wilhelm is a man amongst men. I respect that. He saw this sword master warrior goddess and he said, I'm gonna make that woman my wife. And then he did it. I respect that. I admire that so much. I respect that, man. And then he just launches himself at a giant whale and cuts it in half like it's sashimi. Wilhelm is awesome. And then, of course, you've got the trap. Oh my God, for the love of God. And you've also got, I don't want to call it a chocobo, but like, it's that thing that he's riding. Oh my God, it's not a chocobo. It's got a name. I forgot its name. But you get my point, right? The thing that he was riding. Yeah. Watched a video recently that was basically if it was Kazuma dragging Aqua with him who went into ReZero, how would he do? I won't share, as I'm pretty sure there are ReZero spoilers, but it was fun. I don't have, like, problems with people sharing scenarios like that. I have a problem with people sharing characters from the upcoming season that have so far in the story not been mentioned once. That is the definition of a spoiler! But, like, okay. Basic IQ test. People fail. At this point, I'm not even surprised. Anyways, let's see. Written by... Okay, we got subtitles. Look, like, Pandora's gonna be the big one for me. Because she just came out of left field, right? Because we got the whole, witch tea party thing. Where we met the witches. And then it was like, oh, Satella's here. Oh, shit. Wait. Satella's here. And no one's running away? But I thought Satella was the bad one. What do you mean Satella's not the bad one? Well, if Satella's not the bad one, then who is? And it's like, oh shit. And then like Pandora comes out of nowhere. It's like, you thought there were 7 deadly sins. Ha ha ha. The Catholics got lazy, bitches. There's actually 11 or 12. And then she just like, I don't know, does like, clicks her fingers and a guy disappears or some shit. And then she like clobbers another, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh shit, you know? If I had a scouter, it just explode. I'd be like, holy crap. And then, you know, Emilia just fucking freezes everything. It's like, oh shit, you're the one that did it, you know? So it's like, you know, everything just got flipped on its head. And it's like, well, shit, I'm just back to square one. Because in the first 2 seasons, you go through the entire theory crafting process of what you think happened. And at the time, with the information you have available, all roads lead to Satella in one way, shape, or form, because whenever he tries to say something to someone, you know, he dies, or this, or this, or that. And then all of a sudden, like, Satella's not actually doing it maliciously. And it's like, well, shit, who actually is? And why? You know, like, why him specifically? Or maybe it just so happens that he has this ability, and because he has this ability, she's targeting him specifically, you know, the same way Echidna would to find out things. So there's like all these things at play. But because of everything getting flipped on its head, it's the realization that there's no real point for me theory crafting, because the rules by which and the logic by which I am theory crafting can at any point just be flipped on its head with additional characters and lore and things just added in. So it's sort of like, okay, at this point I sort of had fun and I thought I was on top of things, but clearly I'm not. So like, that's basically me. I'm the priest guy at this point, right? Like, I'll actually find the image. I've got the image, but the entire story, I thought I was on top of it. I thought I knew what was going on. And then, you know, they just revealed that crap to me. And I just end up looking like the priest dude. Petelgeuse, I think is called. I think he's called Betelgeuse. I'm probably getting it wrong because I'm horrible with names. But if I look it up, where's Betelgeuse? I think he's in like season 2. I think it was a season 2 moment. Was it a season? It might actually be a season 1 moment. See, I've already forgotten what happened in which season. I sort of remember the story itself, but I forgot in what season what happens. So clearly it's a season 1 moment when he shows him the mirror. It's actually pretty funny. His reaction is gold. They used it as a thumbnail. Oh, come on, I have it. Oh, of course, there's this crap. There's this guy. Look at this guy. This is just horrible. My God. Why? What? Why? 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 Why do you do this? I mean, at this point, this is considered tame. But, like, why? Where is it? I have it somewhere. Yeah, it's this one. It's this moment. This is basically me. Like, when you find out Satella's not actually bad. This is an accurate representation of my reaction to that moment. Betelgeuse. Oh, I said Betelgeuse. It was Betelgeuse. Okay, the fact that I got the rest of it correct says something. I got one letter wrong. Betelgeuse Romane... I'm not remembering the rest. I'd just be glad that I remember the rest of his name. Consider that an honor. The greatest thing that I can grant is remembering your name. And that man's name I remember. And people keep giving me shit for enjoying Subaru's suffering. But they seem to forget what a shit he was at the beginning of the series that annoyed the crap out of me. So, like, no. I'm going to enjoy it. I am enjoying this franchise in a way many of you never will. So, like, you know, you're not taking that away from me. That's a girl? He has a sister? Of course a girl is representing wrath. And of course this is gonna get a copyright claim, so I'm gonna have to remove the music because clearly. Nice, Naruto running! Of course he is. Oh! They're in Venice. Okay, did any... Okay. You see this? Remember how we're like, these are big? What happened here? Puberty hit it like a truck. Oh, it's this bitch! Wait, is his mother alive or dead? Oh, she's alive! Did anyone notice how Betty just grabbed his hand? Like, as soon as he's hanging around with another underage girl, Betty's like, no, this one's mine. I want ice cream. You fuck off, bitch. Look how Betty's looking at her. Look at that stare. Look at that stare. Look at that stare. That stare's like, fuck off, you home-wrecking harlot. Oh god! You know what would be funny if it gets leaked before it's shown in the theaters? I'll just laugh. I've got a personal thing against Kadokawa because they wanted to do a publishing contract for Hachan, and I read the contract and it was basically slavery, and I told them no. I'm like, we got to modify a few of these things, particularly the part where it says that you own her intellectual property which you're publishing, and you won't pay her any royalties if you create any content that she didn't publish through this contract, meaning that you could take her brand and publish new shit and you pay her nothing. And they're like, oh, it's a pretty standard contract. I'm like, well, you can go fuck yourself. So she published a book through another company without a slavery clause. Jesus Christ. Kadokawa's contracts, do not sign with them. I mean, they've got good distribution and everything, but no. They basically take everything. So I've got a personal beef with Kadokawa. And they also DMCA everything. But, like, all my DMCAs have been counted, so they can go F themselves. But, of course, the music I'm going to have to, like, take out of the video. But I like the music. Like, it hits hard. Like, the band that they've got in Kadokawa is actually very nice. They do the whole Overlord thing, so it's, like, really nice. It hits a lot harder. I like kind of the harder music, the more rock and the more drums and the more guitar. But don't get me wrong, a lot of the soft music in ReZero is nice too. Like, there's a lot of really, really good songs which are soft, and there are moments for that. But sometimes, you know what I mean? When you just throw in a bunch of stuff in there, you're just like, yeah, just let them rock out. But yeah, puberty hit Emilia like a fucking truck. Hit it like a fucking truck. You know what else should hit like a truck? Truck-kun. Good times. Good times. Wrath woman is forever on her period. Hell hath no wrath like a woman scorned. Who scorned this woman? Everyone! Good luck with that. Someone on Twitter called Emilia Milk Truck. Well, like... Okay, so they're not that big, all things considered. I know they're big for Japan, but like world standards, they're not like, she's short. She's short. If she was taller with the same size, it'd even out more. Like, we had this girl in high school, right, who was 1 year below us, and before summer break, she was like flat, right? And she came back from summer break, and she was rocking D cups at the age of 16. And everyone was just like, holy shit! And she didn't even finish puberty. But the thing was, she didn't get any taller. So she was basically fun-sized with D cups. And so she went from, like, no one being interested in her to a bunch of people being interested in her. So, like, not outside the realm of possibility, but, like, I mean, for some people, they're like, yeah. I'm just like, okay, it happens. Like, you're gone for 2 months, and all of a sudden, like, where the fuck did those come from? And it happens to guys, too, right? They go on summer break, and they're basically a midget, and they come back, and they look like a basketball player. Like, no, you're not that person. What the hell happened there? Like, it just, something clicks somewhere, and puberty just hits them like a truck. It's crazy. It happens. It happens. Natural or not. I mean, Japan is very good with, you know, breast stuff. They don't do silicone and stuff like they do in America. In Japan, they actually take fat from another part of the body, and they inject it into your boobs. And so it's actual natural fat. So it is your fat. They've essentially augmented your boobs by implanting the fat in these little... So the way fat works is your body has almost... I don't want to call it a capsule, but it's got these like little things that store fat. And so when you get fat, these energy reserves spread throughout the body, and these little things fill up, and that's why fat, you know, is dispersed around your whole body. What they're basically doing is taking fat from another area in the body and injecting it into those in the boobs. And so the boobs just naturally are bigger, but the fat never leaves because it's not an energy reserve anymore. It's just part of the fat, you know what I mean? So Japan's very good at it, you know? And then other countries like, why are we even talking about boobs? But other countries like America, they love their silicone because, I don't know why, they're fake. They're clearly fake. There's like things underneath and they're like, I don't know, I like them. And it's like, you know what I mean? Whereas in Japan, once they inject it, it's real boobs. Like, no matter which way you look at it or anything, it's like 100% boobs, you know? I don't know. To each their own. To each their own! I like boobs, but like, I don't know. To each their own. I don't understand the fascination with like fake boobs. Like, you know it's fake. It looks fake. It feels fake. It jiggles fake. Like, the jiggle of the fat and the silicone inside goes in different directions. Like, why? You know? Like, I don't know. Natural look is nice. Not too big, not too small. The ratio is important. Why are we talking about this? This has nothing to do with the plot. Can we stop now? Can we talk about Subaru dying? That was fun. Can we go back to that? That was a fun conversation. Let me find something of Subaru dying. There's got to be something. I've got a bunch of screenshots of Subaru dying. They're my favorite thing in this show. Where's this? I've got memes. No, I don't need memes. Donate your memes. No! Do I have something else? Copyright? No. 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 See, I've got no... Why do I not have memes of Subaru? I need more memes. Can you guys please share, like, screenshots of Subaru dying in the ReZero thread on Discord? I need them to wash away all this stuff about boobs. Too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. And, yeah, like I said, we've got a lot of stuff coming, so we got to keep it on point. Because we're watching, you know, 3-4 anime, which are releasing episodes weekly. And then you've got Nier Automata coming. You've got ReZero coming. I have a feeling at some point Bleach is going to come back. Chainsaw Man is going to come back. Like, a bunch of stuff is just going to drop in. And we're trying to watch new things at the same time. We're just getting flooded with content. And then there's other things that people are saying is amazing. Like, say, for example, Shogun. People are like, it's the Game of Thrones of Japan. It's like, well, that's great. But, like... hour-long episodes. We're going to be here for a while. Considering I'm a history buff, I love Japan, I love military, and I love all things war. So, like, each episode is going to turn like an essay. But, you know what I mean? Who wants ReZero rabbits? You know, I have a white Subaru. I now drive a Subaru. My Toyota died, got written off, so I bought the Subaru version. And it's a white Subaru. And someone pointed out that, you know what I mean? And I was like, the thing I hated about it, I don't mind Subaru as a car brand. They make good things. But I didn't like it because of the name Subaru. Because it's associated with this shit. But then I realized that I can lean into it. And I can pretend I'm a bunny rabbit every time I'm going inside the car. I should actually dress up like a bunny rabbit. And go inside my Subaru. I should get a pet bunny rabbit. Call it Subaru. I actually had a pet bunny rabbit. It was called Garonya, which is kind of like, how do I say Garonya? It's like gray, blacky sort of thing. That's what the name sort of translates to. He was an asshole of a rabbit. He would eat the telephone cords back when we had dial-up. So like my mother was talking to, you know, family overseas and it costs a fortune. And he ate the telephone cable, which he used to both talk and use internet. And he just chewed on it. It was just like, and chewed through it. It was a shit. Like one night I was like, hey, like I wanted him to sleep on the bed. and he always would jump off. And this one time I'm like, stay on the bed! And he actually stayed on the bed, and I woke up in the morning, I'm like, oh, he stayed on the bed. And I went to pat him, and then he jumped off the bed, and when I put my hand down on the bed, I realized he peed the bed. He must have been so scared that he was just like scared all night, like, oh my god, I don't want to go. He peed all over the bed. He was a bitch of a rabbit. Maybe I should have gotten a white rabbit. It was a cheeky shit of a rabbit. I used to chase him around when he did this shit, right? He would like, you know how, the thing that I learned about rabbits was, they will poop somewhere. You can't train him to poop somewhere else. But where he poops is going to be where he's always going to poop. And he decided to poop under sort of where you stand in front of the sink in the kitchen. But he wouldn't poop in like a corner or anything. He'd poop right in the middle where you stand in front of the damn kitchen sink. So I would have to like, you know, put paper down and stuff so when he poops. And the poops are these like little black balls. And so he would like sort of poop there. And I'd have to keep, you know, cleaning it because you don't want to go to the sink and like step on it. Like he picked the most annoying spot to poop. Shitty bastard. Anyways, let's take a break, watch some Spice and Wolf, take a break, watch some Konosuba, take a break, watch some Sideboy. But like, good times. But yeah, I'm driving a Subaru. I don't know. I tried to find a bunny rabbit outfit. It's surprisingly harder to find. And then ever since I put in bunny rabbit outfit in Amazon, I'm now getting recommendations for like sexy Halloween costumes. Dress up like a sexy rabbit. And I'm like, I don't want a sexy rabbit. I want a literal rabbit costume. Like an Easter bunny costume. Not a sexy rabbit. There's like no fur on it. It's just like it's just like the ears and like a furry bra and like a G-string, and that's it. A sexy rabbit. I'm not wearing that. Anyways, quick little break, and we're gonna watch some. I don't know. It's just weird stuff.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.